All right, here we've got the moisture sensor, and what this moisture sensor allows us to do is get the moisture to calculate wet yield and dry yield accurately for your crop insurance records. So the way that this is going to get mounted inside the grain cart is each one of these grain carts has a grate that's on the bottom, and what we're going to do is we're going to flip this upside down, and then we've got some hose clamps to allow us, wherever it is that we need to be connected to optimally inside that grain cart. Optimally essentially means wherever that cone starts sinking down when you're starting to unload, that's where that moisture sensor needs to be. So this moisture sensor needs 2 minutes of constant grain flow over this sensor to get an excellent reading. Now, this will work with less than 2 minutes to get a decent or a good reading, but the best reading is going to be when you have 2 minutes of continuous flow across the sensor. That's why we want to be inside that grain cone where everything is going to be unloading. There's essentially like a little mini vortex that gets created that sucks all that grain down into the sump and up through the auger. We want to be where we get the most flow. All right, so here what I have is a magnetic sensor, and this magnetic sensor is used in the patented AutoLog system. And what that AutoLog system does is allows you to automatically record grain loads as they're coming in and going out. And it will also geo-reference them inside the GT560 with that CL55. And what this sensor does is this sensor detects rotation on the PTO, and you can see on the back that it's got an LED light. That LED light will light up every time that it approaches something that's magnetic. So for example, on this system there will be a collar that goes on the PTO shaft, and the distance between this sensor and that PTO shaft is going to be the distance of a quarter coin. It's roughly 1/8 inch. Inside the GT560, you'll be able to tell what the RPMs are. It'll actually show you what the RPM counts are as the PTO is turned on. So if you need to do any diagnostics, you can either use the LED light to determine if you're actually getting a signal, and you can use the GT560 to determine what the RPMs actually are while you are doing your own load event.